Freeze Mage got shut down hard that time around. Alright, we actually want both of those for our endgame build, which is quite nice. And I'll grab the Miss Supersonic in a second as well. Or I'll go the Ninja. Maybe we'll go the Ninja. I'll grab the Ninja before this round ends, after we've beaten the boars. I still can't believe we just lost 30 hit points in a single round, and it was mid-game, it wasn't even end-game. Wow. Alright, well done, Ninja. We'll give ourselves some weaponry here that we can equip. Such a big chunk of health. Totem Face is a potential. Beast Warlock we definitely want in game. We want everything else there because it's a pair as well, so we will pick up the Ice Tusk in a second. We will put out that for now because that gives us Beast. It gives us a nice unit in Marsh Lord. Hopefully we can find a 2-star before. Yeah, everyone is running Assassin at this stage, and unfortunately I don't think this particular composition matches up very well against Assassin. So trying to force a build, we always know forcing a build isn't necessarily the best way to play a game, but I wanted to give it a crack. We'll see how it goes. Get tons of items. So how many items did we actually end up with after... Alright, that's a nice 2-star. That's a nice 2-star. How many items did we actually end up with here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. Nice. We obviously want to level here as well. And I'll get in what? I guess another beast, to be honest. Alright. Should be enough for the win. And it will be. We'll pick up Wukong here. Because we still don't know what we're going to build mid-game to get us through to the end game. But if we can get on a nice early win streak, that would be great. Not sure what's going to happen here. Well, we don't win on that board. We win on our board, so the win streak is alive. But it'd be nice to win on others as well. Ooh, early Flamecaller, who we absolutely need. Another 2-star. So now we're going to sell off what? We're actually going to sell off both of those. So I can level here and get in the package. So we will set up like that for now. Share the items around. So we may not actually, early game we may not actually go for any strong early game combos. We may just try and 2-star units as much as possible and use that to get us through to the late game. We'll see how we go. But currently it's working for us. 2-starring an early Flamecaller would be incredible. Let's actually give her a dagger as well, just to increase the rate at which she generates mana to get her ability off as quickly as possible. That would give us 3 warriors early. We'll sort that out in a second, actually. But we will chuck those 2 in once we level here, just to get the early 3 warriors, and Berserk is such a strong unit. Yeah, none of the rest of that actually helps us late game, so Premier Gaming ranking is being affected a little bit actually, because I just lost 30 HP halfway through last game to be eliminated trying to force this Freeze Mage build. So we actually went down to Night 7. But I also haven't been playing quite as much as I was last season, so Hopefully we don't lose too many more ranking points trying to force this freeze mage build, which doesn't necessarily match up that well against assassins. That's handy for us though. We will just hold our mana until after creep rounds. And then we will get in both Berserker and Wukong for early warrior. But yeah, I feel like the first game we played, we finished second with Freeze Mage, once again losing to Assassins. So I feel like it's semi-viable. It just doesn't match up that well against Assassins. You need a bit of luck as well. But basically, just every piece that we can pick up that has a stun or a slow is going to be valuable for us. And the humans, 4 human 3 sorcerer is the main composition of the end game build. Ooh, we get ourselves a staff there, so let's go and actually give her a staff and a tome. And we can give Goblin a dagger. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Oh, we need that too actually, so let's level here. I might sell off Punish Nightingale now and level again. And we will take out the Flame Core for now. Oh, no, we can keep her in. We can keep it all in. We've got plenty. All right. Let's distribute some of these items around. Just in time. Positioning is horrible, but we'll sort that out next round. Hopefully this is enough, though. 4 goblins. That was not intentional, but we'll run with that for now. That's hilarious. 2 of those goblins will be endgame. We will have to choose between Totem Face and Hog Rider, but we will keep Voodoo Elder as part of our Warlock key. Almost Bishop in Turbo. Probably going to take a break and run Classic after I get there. Yeah, you definitely need to mix things up after a while. All right, there is a key piece for us. We need to get her in straight away. Who do I... Now we take out Flamecaller for Kraken. Let's now adjust our positioning a little bit. Let's actually frontline her, but protect her a bit. We will set up like that at this stage. We will hold on 10 crystals and hope we can level to 9 after creeps around 10. Yeah, it's tough grinding out games just constantly. It does sap a little bit of the fun out of it, the repetitive nature of it, but that's why I'm enjoying something that's a little bit more creative in forcing a build that's actually a throwback to me playing Hearthstone back in the day, the Freeze Mage build, and seeing if we can actually utilize a whole bunch of stuns and slows and whether it's effective or not. To be honest, I don't think it's that strong because you just don't have any really powerful key combo in the game. 4 humans and 3 sorcerers ain't really enough to get it done end game, but you do use strong individual units. It does rely on 2 legendaries. There is that balance here. If you don't find them, you're in a little bit of trouble. All right, we will just hold here on 21 crystals. Lots of 2-starring being done by everyone else. What do people think of the updated UI in that there's no longer there's no bullet text scrolling across the screen? It's all happening now directly next to the leaderboard on the right hand side. I actually really like that, but definitely let me know what you think. You've been trying new comps. What's the most fun you've been having? It doesn't even necessarily have to be the most successful. What's just a fun comp that you've been enjoying that's non-meta, and maybe it's not doing as well as you'd like, but it's just fun putting it together? Elf Assassin. So is that 6 assassins, 3 elves, or the other way around? We're going to take an owl here, unfortunately, against the bottom place player. Just not enough 2-star heroes. All right. So we take our first loss on our second loss, actually. Ooh, Guru, hello. We'll grab... No, I'm not going to grab the Witch Doctors because that will actually cost us interest, so we'll just hold with where we are. I love this Trembling Earth animation. It's so good, especially on this map. When you put heroes out and it just... Oh, I love the way it stomps the earth. It looks amazing. 3 elves 3 assassins. Yeah, I apologize about Streamlabs. There's no way to whitelist words. You can only blacklist words, so I can't tell Streamlabs that assassins is perfectly okay to use. Let's go ahead and give Kraken Tome. Actually, unequip there. Give her the staff as well.
I didn't defeat them. They submitted willingly.
Berserker can grab great sword. Keep spreading all of our items around. Okay. Now there is another key piece. Fantastic.
Let's put an end to this.
So we level here. We'll straight away get her out. And now we start looking for anything else that helps us at this stage. I'm going to go all the way down to 0. Ooh, that helps. As does that. So that'll give us 2 human. Who do I replace? He's also a warrior, so we can straight away do that. Sell off Wukong. Actually, I probably should have sold off... do we have Beast currently? No. Ice Tusk is giving us Beast. Mehmet One on D Live, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. We're currently trying to force what I'm calling a freeze mage build, which is essentially humans and sorcerers with other key composition pieces that all have stuns or slows. So we're trying to force that build at this point in time, see if we can be successful with it. On Twitch as well as D Live, chatting on both. 3 owls, 3 assassin, 4 punisher, 2 warlock, 2 undead. That does sound like a fun build. Warlock is so strong. It's basically required in any composition endgame. What do I want there? Nothing. We're going to go down to... We need to be a bit aggressive with leveling. That is a 4th human and another warrior. And a beast. So that's a no-brainer. We can actually sell off Ice Tusk now. Can I get her in? That will also give us 3 Sorks. So do I give up warrior? No. I might give up Kraken, actually. Yeah, not the easiest thing to have done, but I like the warrior goblin thing that I've got happening at the moment. So we're actually going to bench Kraken short term. Hopefully get the win here. The goblin buff is definitely helping us get some wins. This is going to be tough, but it's possible. Come on, Lightbringer needs a good ult here. Ooh, Flamecaller came in huge. Okay, we do get the win now. That'll take us to 10 crystals. Dragon works better for you personally, but I bet Punisher is good too. Yeah, well, basically with Dragoon, you need... Dragon is so good with Dragoon. He's so insane if he transforms immediately. So now at this stage, we want to get to level 10, which we can actually start thinking about a bit of econ here. Don't want any of that, so I will actually just hold on 20 crystals. Now, we will at some stage have to make a decision as to which one of these we remove. Ideally, it's Totem Face, just because Hog Rider is a bit tankier and just a generally better unit. But if I don't find another sorcerer to replace soon, which will be the Dark Mage, will be our next sorcerer. We also need Frost Lotus. She's only a 1-cost unit, but she's actually the key unit in this build because she's a sorcerer and she's a freezing sorcerer, Frost Lotus. So she goes with the name and what we're trying to do so well. So we actually do need to find her. Hopefully 2-star her before we get her in. This may be another loss for us, unfortunately. So what are we running up against here? We do have our first elimination as well. That is just a more expensive build with a whole bunch of 2-star heroes, essentially. You used it, but it wasn't good. Ah, that sucks. It sounds like it'd be decent. What are we on? 31 health. Yeah, interesting. Definitely doing that. If we lose, I'll buy the Evergreen just to have a Druid to potentially start 2-starring that. I may just actually do this, to be honest. Yeah, I think we want to try and make sure we do win at this stage. So I will 2-star that General of War. If we win, I won't grab Evergreen because I don't want to give up the interest, and we can grab a Druid later. But if we lose, we don't lose the interest anyway. We wouldn't have got the interest anyway, but it's going to be... Is it going to be a win? I think it's going to be a win. 2-star General did end up being a factor, I think, there. Thank you so much for the follow. I certainly appreciate that. I apologise, I don't know how to pronounce your name, but I do appreciate the support. All right, so we'll get to level 10 after this. There's our Frost Lotus. There's our Voodoo Elder. Another Voodoo Elder. Trying to 2-star that. So level 10 will be cracking in for us. How are we looking with items? Do we have 4 of anything yet? 3 daggers. 2 staves. 3, was it 3 tomes? 3 tomes. So not quite 4 of anything. If we get another dagger, staff, or tome, though, we're getting... That should be it. So what do we get here? Dagger. Okay, so we can actually... Anyone that's got a dagger, I can actually take off and now give... Although he's still only a 1-star unit. I'll have to wait and see. We want that. Now we want to level. Get Kraken out there. And then just spin down to 0, trying to 2-star as much as possible. Not going to worry about 6 human. 2-star Berserker for now. Won't be an end game thing. 2-star. Alright, we didn't find any of the legendaries that we're after. What do I sell off to get her? I can't sell anything off. Alright, we just hold. We'll sort out items when we've got time to do so. Assassin's going to shred our backline here. Come on, Goblin buff. Give us... Oh, look at that. Lightbringer ult. Melted through Sword Dancer. Yeah, Berserker putting in so much work here. Glorious to see. There's our second Kraken. All right, so let's definitely go ahead and unequip. Give all of our daggers. Not the legendary we're after. Where's our other dagger at? There it is. Take that. Now we can give tome and armor, and I'll give you armor as well as a bit of a tank. 2-star, so good, so good.
I can't look into the mirror without dazzling myself.
Don't think I made that final swap. I wanted to swap one more time there. That's all right. We're getting close. We are getting close. You never tried it until yesterday, but it's been consistently good for me. Top 2 finishes every time you've used it. That's pretty good. Yep. That assassin word, though, doesn't like it. Just ignore it. Just ignore the warning. If anyone knows how to whitelist a word on Streamlabs, please let me know. I've spent so much time trying to figure it out. We can probably get in. Think about getting in. Ooh, definitely grab another one of those. What can I drag? I don't really have anything tanky enough to drag anything off to the side. I also don't want to break up Warrior until I've got legendaries at this stage, to be honest. So maybe we just hold with what we've got. We just need the key legendaries. There is another Guru. We're having lots of Guru luck. We'll have to upgrade Lightbringer in a second. Hopefully we win this and we don't have to lock that store. How are we going to go against this matchup? This is 6 Cyborg, 4 Engineer. I think Sorcerers actually favourably match up against them. Okay, awesome. We get that Lightbringer leveled. So what's our win streak now? 4 wins. Whew, we're getting close to finishing full comp. We just can't find those legendaries. But what we're currently running with is quite nice. Hopefully we can get the legendaries before the game ends. Grab another General of War.
Victory is within grasp.
With a Druid, we can actually 3-star him now. That is quite interesting. With a Druid, we can actually 3-star General of War. Obviously, I won't do that just yet because we may just find another General of War next shop and I can save the Guru. We may eliminate someone here. What are they using? 4 Punisher, 2 Rider, 2 Human and a Demon. Yeah, or multiple Demons if they're rocking 4 Punisher. Yeah, this is all over, unfortunately, there. And we're looking quite good on our board. The thing is, this may actually be stronger than our end game. We'll have to wait and see. We're obviously going to be forcing the end game build because that's what we're looking for. All right, got to be patient. We've got items coming. So once again, 1 staff, 1 defensive armor, 2 staff, 2 defensive armor, 3 staff, 3 defensive armor, still 3 tomes, I think. So tome, staff, or armor gives us another combo we can max out, another item combo we can max out. Hopefully we can get one of those from the fire golems, if not all 3. That would be amazing. Staff, tome, and armor. That would actually be crazy if we got those specific 3 from these 3 golems. How many are still rocking assassins? Both. All right, I'm actually going to pull off our Hog Rider out to the right. There's a cloak. We didn't want that. Unfortunately, we got it. Let's give it to our Hog Rider. All right, look at that. Hog Rider, you go out there as assassin bait. And we're just going to reshuffle this around a smidge. That's fine. All right, spin down to 0 if I'm quick enough.
Don't look at beauty for too long.
We are looking for another druid. There's an expensive one. I guess we can do that.
I know how you feel.
Let's actually, for now, 2-star the Kraken just in time. 3-star the Kraken just in time. I think 3-star Kraken is actually a little bit better than 3-star General of War. Still can't find those legendaries though. That's all right. We will we'll break up. I think we'll actually now take out Werewolf for the. We'll lose our Warrior.
There's nothing scary about this.
Imagine if I had a 3-star that Berserker with 4 goblins out. He would be absolutely crushing it. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that. And once again, see if I can spin quickly enough. Come on, where are our legendaries at?
Wasn't waiting for you to show up.
Where are our legendaries at?
Victory is within.
Come on, legendaries.
You're short.
Ooh, hello.
There's nothing to
Ah, too slow to get it done. A little bit too slow. Renee, do I always try and force the composition or do I always go with the shot now? So typically speaking, I'll always go with what I'm given and then late game pivot as required. But this particular stream, I am trying to force a very specific build as we run into 2 Sword Dancers, but not going to be a match for our 3-star Kraken and soon to be 3-star General of War. So this specific game, I'm actually still doing something similar in that I get early decent combos and 2-star heroes and then transition into the build late game. So we're still in the process of actually transitioning into the build. We're just waiting on our legendaries. And at this stage, we have not found any of them. We're finding the wrong legendaries. I'm not going to 3-star anything else. I just want to get our legendaries. Oh, this is frustrating. Oh, this is so frustrating. Is anyone else rocking them? No. No one else has them on the board. What about the bench? I wouldn't have thought so. Oh, very frustrating. Look at that glorious 3-stars there, though. I mean, this is absolutely a freeze mage composition. We're using sorcerers. We're using a ton of stun items, and I'll walk you through the exact heroes that are stunning if we've got time between the start of the next round, or after the end of this round, between the start of the next round. They're looking like we may just go undefeated to the end, but gee, I would love to break up that combo, that goblin combo, to throw in a couple of the key legendaries. The Dark Mage and Shakaraka, because they both have, well, Shakaraka has a stun, the Dark Mage has a slow. One of the goblins I'll be getting rid of does actually have one of those as well, so I don't mind using multiple goblins. Oh, this is so frustrating. There's one. What do I give up to get... I don't want to lose the goblin. I don't want to lose... We can give up a sorcerer, but it can't be a human sorcerer, and they're all human sorcerers. Don't want to give up warlock. It has to be... All right. If we're going true, it has to be there.
Depends on my mood.
Let's... I'll just max out those on him. That's fine at this stage. So, theoretically now, every one of our pieces is actually providing either a stun or a slow or is a sorcerer. So we have now actually achieved full freeze mage, and we have eliminated someone with full freeze mage, but you can see there that breaking up goblin and losing the berserker did actually cost us. So the other piece I'm now looking for is Shakaraka, and we'll get rid of one of the goblins. Or so I could also go 6 orcs. Maybe I go 6 sorcerers and give up Hog Rider. Once again, still freeze mage, still by the book. We're going to have to try something, because what we currently had wasn't going to work against the assassin build. What's his positioning? Yeah, so we're going to actually invert positioning soonish. Ugh. Let's actually start just sorting out where my items live. We're going to get items here as well. So I want my Kraken.
Had good equipment.
Where is she? Is she dead? I think she's dead. Okay, so we've actually got 3 completed items now, which is great.
Strained for too long.
So I want... He can have dagger. In fact, he can have 5 daggers. Come on, what's going on? Is he going... Okay, we get the match up there.
Short, but you sure can
All right,
fight.
I want 4 staves and 4 tomes on Kraken. Now, we need to actually invert here a little bit. All right, let's find more... Oh, no, I just skipped past Shakaraka. All right, I'm going to 2-star that. I think that's fine. I think we're not actually using Shakaraka. We're going the 6 sorcerer build this time around. Let's just finish giving out these to recommends at this point in time, and then we'll manually sort them out. Oh, look at that. The positioning key there, and that's going to be the win. Freeze Mage gets it done. There was a lot of shuffling through that process, but the end result, Freeze Mage, where every single piece on our lineup was either a sorcerer, a mage, or had some sort of freeze element, a slow or a stun. And I'll walk you through what those were as well here. So, oh, that's so good. So Kraken, we obviously know her ability is a full board stun. General of War has an area of effect stun with his sword ability. Lightbringer is a very powerful human sorcerer. Void Destruction, sorcerer, and Flamecaller, another sorcerer. Marsh Lord, as well as being a warlock, has a summon ability, and the young frogs that he summons have a slowing effect. The Voodoo Elder has a stun effect on his ability. Totem Face, once again a sorcerer, and not quite a stun, so to speak, but transforms enemies into a fish, which essentially stuns them. They don't do anything. Frost Lotus is a sorcerer and has a freeze, so she is the key hero in this build. And then finally, another sorcerer with a slowing effect, the Dark Mage. Those two actually are probably the key 2 units. So there is our final Freeze Mage build getting a very, very nice win for us there. Let's send out those shining nuts to the rest of the top 4. Very strong build in the end. 4 human, 6 sorcerer, 2 goblin, 2 warlock. That is Freeze Mage. We got a little bit lucky in that it wasn't a full 6 assassin build. It would have been a little bit tougher there, but you can see that the positioning was very important in the end there, essentially inverting our regular positioning against usual lineups. That was a really fun game. and a really, really strong win.